earlier at this point of time why I was feeling, 3-4 months before. I was feeling very tired, very nervous.
I was heading in the sense I had this constant doubt, right? So whether I belong here or can I handle this? I had a much larger team now, right? So getting work done through them. Can I do this? Can I trust them? How can I get work done from the team? So there are a lot of questions. I feel like because of these questions, I kind of put myself under tremendous stress. I wanted to make myself available for everyone. I wanted to understand what is going on everywhere. So, as I showed you, my calendar was like all over the place.
Before the process that I started with you, of course, there was a certain amount of journey that I already traveled, right? And during that journey, before meeting, it was more of I had to do a lot of things. I had to achieve. And so for me, my judgment was I have to be in a particular way or be so perfect for me to also achieve that light or connect with the self that I was searching for.
For me, it was really a tough time where I had L4, L5 disc bulge and it had got worsened and it ended up in an operation. Even after a few weeks after the operation, I was not comfortable. I had pain at the lower back and I was just thinking of my future. I was stressed and I couldn't do my day-to-day routine. I couldn't be normal. I was not well physically.
Now, very immediately when one interacts with you, one realizes at least two things, right? Is that you bring in a huge amount of calmness, right, around you, right? And the ability to listen, be comfortable and calming. And also, in a sense, a huge amount of depth could be seen or perceived. Right, and that is something wherein I engaged with you or asked for some guidance on my spiritual journey, and hence we started this process.
So I am a mother and an entrepreneur based out of New Delhi. For months, I sort of found myself in a space that was very reactive, and the reaction almost always was anger. Everything was just sort of anger. Every reaction was anger, and I was tired all the time, and I did not realize that it was my anger that was sort of draining my energy. This was not the normal me. I was not always this angry, reactive person. It was very clear that I was feeling very, very drained, sort of at every level, physically, emotionally, mentally. And how you reach that point where something's got to give. And I had really reached that point.
The breathlessness, in fact, that issue what I had. Currently, I don't have at all, I could say. I can understand when I'm getting stressed, I should not get stressed or I should do something different to come out stressed. Those things I could identify. Teachings were, I could say, invaluable. You cannot value those things, in fact. I could relate my thoughts to my emotions, to my physical activities, to my gut health, everything.
After having these discussions, right? So one thing that I feel I've improved on is more of this introspection and questioning sessions where you used to question me and all those things. Now I think there has been like a change where I am questioning myself, or like, okay, hey, why is this happening? Why did Gautam say that? Okay, hey, stay with me, or something, whatever had happened. Right? So I felt like, okay, hey, there are certain areas where I need to focus on, and basically my focus has been like moving more towards my bhumi, like, or more like my balanced state. I think that I've seen has improved. Of course, I still get anxious. I think more than trying to resist it, I think I've learned to accept it and more like asking, okay, hey, why is this happening? I think that's the space I feel. I think even if my heartbeat raises, I think after I ask these certain questions, it comes back to normal, right? So that's the space I'm in.
I experienced my interaction with others also change. So for me, I experienced it very deeply in my body. And I remember that it was not limited to just conversations or a certain yoga, asana or meditative practice. It was also a few very small lifestyle changes as well, right? So once I was able to implement it, I did see a lot of change in my overall health. That started coming down. I'm not saying that it is gone, but it reduced. It reduced where I was able to hear from that space of light.
Now, compared to how was I before facing all such problems. So now I feel confident. The yoga that he taught had a great impact on me. My mind started, to follow the yoga practices. I feel like, his yoga practices had a continual impact on my body and mind, which, was really amazing. I could feel that magic within me. And, gradually I felt I was back to normal. And whenever I felt uncomfortable while bending down or sitting or, a continuous walk for about 5 to 10 minutes. So now I don't feel that pain.
Then suddenly, because of the kind of inner listening or space you provided, right, I realized that actually I do not want to go from A to B, but from B to A. Again, one standout occasion, I was sitting exactly at this desk, right, and you made me listen to myself through a few exercises. But more than the exercise, I think you just paused and you created a space. And that particular afternoon, I think I'll not forget for a long, long time. Because at that point in time, what happened is that I was listening to my inner part, etc. And suddenly I realized, or what you made me do was to say that there are two narratives going on and you need to jettison one, right?
And it gave me the confidence that, if I am seeking something or looking for, I just have to look below the surface. It's not going to be very far. So a greater ownership and a deep commitment to this process, because it's my process. I'd say that to anybody who's considering, I would ask that, whatever be sort of your issues or challenges, do you want the answers handed to you, or do you want to find the answers on your own? I think firstly, you need to be very clear about which of the two would work for you, or what is it that